here is a graphic user interface, or our screen, our touch screen. It's very intuitive, as you can see. It has a home button. This is our menu or settings button. This right here will denote what class we're sterilizing in. It'll be either B or S. B for pre and post vac, S for gravity with dynamic airflow removal. This drop right here, or droplet, will denote how much water is in the reservoir tank, and this droplet will let us know how much water is in the wastewater tank. Right here, this lock denotes if the door is open or closed. If I close it, you'll notice the lock actually locks up. If it's open, it'll open up the lock, denoting the door is open. And right here is the settings. Now, if I go over the settings, you'll see there's a number of different features. This one right here is to set up username and password for a tech or a nurse that's going to use the autoclave. This is extremely important in ambulatory surgical centers, so this way we can track who is sterilizing the instruments that are in the autoclave. This is important when we're going to print labels. When we print labels, that information, the tech, will actually be on the barcode, okay? And that barcode will tell us the tech, the date, the time, the sterilization cycle, parameters, and if it passed or failed, okay? So really important in ambulatory surgical centers and hospitals that if they're going to track packs throughout their system, you'll be able to set up that as well, okay? In order for you to go back, you're just going to go back to the settings button, and here, this is the information button. The information is going to give you the software data. If I go back to settings, here's the USB, and the USB is going to be used exactly the way we did with the EZ11 Plus. Okay, I'm going to just scroll up. We can export everything to USB, export settings without logs, export cycle history, last 10 cycles, last 50 cycles, and all cycles. Again, this is a modular design, so it's going to be very easy to repair. If I go back to settings again, this is date and time setting. So on your initial in-service, you're going to set up the date and time for them. When we press set, what's going to happen is that's going to address the internal memory of the autoclave, okay? So really important. We also have advanced settings. Advanced options at this time is just to change the color scheme or color theme. And I'm going to go to the light color theme. And so this way you can change it. So if a person has an issue seeing the screen, you'll be able to change the color for them. The last button is probably the most important button. This allows the T-Edge to do exactly what we want it to do, right? So it says class B or B and /S. That's to let you know what class it's in. And then also if we wanted to upgrade the autoclave. So if this was a class S, all I would need to do is to press class B, put in the password, and press set. This will become important when we have accounts that buy the T-Edge as a T-Edge 10S, which is gravity with dynamic airflow removal. If they buy instruments that are now pre and post vac sterilization only, the way we're going to upgrade them is that you will let them know that they can upgrade the autoclave. They'll send in the PO. We will then call up the customer. We'll instruct them to hit this setting button, and they'll be able to change it from class S to class B by just putting in a password. We are the only company that can sterilize 99% of all instruments on the planet. The only thing we cannot sterilize are flexible scopes. Other than that, rigid scopes, hollow lumen instruments, solid state instruments, everything can be done in a T-Edge. It's definitely a game changer in the market. And then if I want to go back to the home screen, I'm going to go to the home screen over here. This will bring up the cycles, okay? As with our other autoclaves, you're going to have an unwrapped cycle 270, a wrap cycle 270 degrees, unwrapped delicate cycle, which is 250 degrees, and a wrapped delicate cycle, which is 250 degrees. If you notice next to the cycle, it will let you know what class you're in, class B, okay? And then the last thing I want you to show the customer as far as the graphic user interface. The vacuum test they probably will never use. Bowie-Dick cycle is we're going to put a pack in the autoclave and we're going to check the steam saturation of that pack. Make sure we have steam penetration and even steam saturation.